nothing. 3 batters later, Christian Walker singles into left field. Corbin Carroll scores, puts the D-backs up 2-0. And spoiler alert, it didn't get any better for Fried. After a force out and 2 RBI singles later in the inning, back at the top of the order, D-backs up 5-0. Marte places a shot into right field. Jake McCarthy rounds third and scores. Marte with an RBI double. Caps a 6-run first inning for Arizona. Fried in the first innings this season, well, against the Phillies, 2 hits, 3 earned, 3 walks. Against the D-backs, 7 hits, 6 earned, 1 home run. ERA rose to over 48. All right, we go to the 5th. D-backs up 6-2. Gabriel Moreno hits it to Fried, who throws it to second, but Ozzy Albies can't make the catch, and the ball goes into the outfield. Eugenio Suarez scores. D-backs up 7-2. We'll tack on another run in the inning. Bottom half of the inning, Braves down 8-2. Marcell Ozuna, the shot to left center field, and that ball just clears the wall for a 3-run homer, his 4th of the season. Braves down 8-5. Ozuna went 3 for 5 with a homer and 4 RBI in this one. Bottom of the 7th, Matt Olson laces a single into right field. Austin Riley scores. Braves down 8-6. Atlanta would tack on one more run in the inning to make it 8-7. Bottom of the 8th, Ronald Acuna Jr. hits a short flare into right field for a hit. Jared Kelenic rounds third and scores. Jake McCarthy tries to throw it, but the ball slips out of his hands, and Acuna goes to second for an error. Braves tie it at 8. McCarthy's error puts the go-ahead run in scoring position. Atlanta would take advantage. 2 batters later, Austin Riley hits a rocket. That's a diving Blaze Alexander into left field for a hit. Acuna Jr. scores. Braves up 9-8. After trailing by 6 runs twice, the Braves come all the way back to take their first lead of the game. Then in the 9th, Braves up 9-8. Gabriel Moreno hits a sharp grounder to short, but Orlando Arcia slides and throws it to first for the final out. Braves win 9-8 and complete the comeback, their 4th win in franchise history when trailing by 6 or more runs in first. Pointing shutout loss in the Yankees home opener on Friday. Aaron Judge with a chance to put some early runs on the board, hosting the Blue Jays. Bottom of the 1st, 1 on, 1 out. Judge does what Judge does, launches it to left center, and that, my friends, is gone for a 2-run home run, his 2nd home run of the season. Puts the Yankees up 2-0. His first time scoring in the first inning this season for the Yankees. 2 batters later, Giancarlo Stanton rips it the other way, just gets over the leaping grab of George Springer for the solo homer. Yankees up 3-0. Springer that close to snagging it, though. Kevin Gausman runs allowed at Yankee Stadium in the previous 20 innings, none. First 5 batters on Saturday, 3. Bottom of the 2nd, Juan Soto gets the green light and grounds it through the right side of the infield. Oswaldo Cabrera comes in to score. Yankees up 6-0. Soto finished 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. And that's going to do it for Gausman. 1 1/3 innings, 4 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned. 6 in the previous 46 innings pitched against the Yankees. Bronx Bombers looking to keep teeing off on the Blue Jays pitching staff. Bottom of the 5th, Anthony Rizzo drives it down the right field line off Mitch White, slicing, but it stays inside the foul pole for the 2-run homer. Yankees up 8-2. Rizzo's first home run since July 23rd of last season. Then Vladdy does not keep his feelings quiet about the Yankees. Leading off in the top of the 7th, Guerrero blasts off the opposite way for a solo home run. Blue Jays down 9-3. Vladdy taking his time rounding the bases, pointing, even skipping around second base, making sure to silence the home crowd. Top of the 9th, Davis Schneider drives it to deep right field. Soto tracks it, but crashes into the wall as the ball drops in. He just misses the leaping grab. Judge recovers the ball and throws it in. 1-run scores. Blue Jays now down 9-6. But a concerning moment for Soto. Seems to be in a little pain. Shaking his throwing hand, but stays in the game. 2 batters later, pinch hitter Kevin Biggio lines it past the diving shortstop and into center for an RBI single off closer Clay Holmes. It's a 1-run game now. Springer up next. Already 2 for 4 in this one. Holmes gets Springer to chase for the game-ending punch-out. Yankees looking to bounce back after losing the series opener 10-2 on Friday. We'll get an early break on Saturday against the Rangers. Top of the 3rd, Astros down 1-0. Yainer Diaz hits a grounder to short, but Corey Seager bobbles it. He throws it to first, but Jared Walsh can't field it cleanly. 2-run score on the play. Astros up 2-1. Seager's first error of the season leads to 2 Astros runs, but his teammates would pick him up. Bottom of the 4th, Rangers still down. Runner on first. Leody Taveras slaps it into left field and into the left field corner. Walsh scores all the way from first. Taveras with an RBI double, advances to third on the throw. Rangers tie it at 2. Tavares finished the game 2 for 4 with that RBI. Bottom of the 6th, still tied at 2. Marcus Semien pokes a single into left field. Tavares scores. Rangers up 3-2. Semien finished the game 2 for 5 with that RBI. Then bottom of the 8th, Rangers up 4-2. Rookie Wyatt Langford hits a shot to right center field, and that ball will land on the warning track and bounce off the wall. A run scores, and Langford with an RBI double, part of a 4-run 8th inning for Texas. They go on to win 7-2. 16 hits in this one for the Rangers. 15 or more hits of a 3-game set between the Dodgers and the Cubs. LA looking to bounce back after losing the opener on Friday, turning to Yoshinobu Yamamoto, making his first career road start in North America. And in some early trouble, bottom of the first, bases loaded. He strikes out Christopher Morel. Next batter gets Dansby Swanson, then strikes out Michael Busch, looking on the curveball. Inning over. Yamamoto gets out of the jam. Then in the second, he would get into another bases loaded jam, facing former Dodger Cody Bellinger. Still no score, bases loaded. Yamamoto strikes out Belly, looking on another curveball. He gets out of a bases loaded jam in each of the first 2 innings. 7 strikeouts through 4 shutout innings. Then in the 5th, Jose Paz on in relief for starter Jordan Wicks. Trying to get out of trouble. Still no score. Paz throws it inside and gets by catcher Yan Gomes. Austin Barnes scores. Dodgers up 1-0. Later in the at-bat, Max Muncy hits a shot to right center field, and that ball hits off the ivy. Both runs score. Muncy with the 2-run single. Dodgers up 3-0. Caps a 3-run inning for LA. Muncy 2 for 4 with those 2 RBIs. And that's all Yamamoto needed. Bottom half of the inning, strikes out Seiya Suzuki swinging. Next pitch, gets Belly to fly out to left field. Chris Taylor camps under it and makes the catch for the 3rd out. And that would be it for Yamamoto. 5 innings, 3 hits, no earned, 8 strikeouts. No earned runs allowed in back-to-back starts. Dodgers would have a 4-0 lead going into the 9th. Closer Evan Phillips looking to get out of a jam with a tying run at the plate after an RBI ground out. Cubs now down 4-1. Phillips strikes out Ian Happ swinging. Phillips gets.
And Pirates, game 1 went the way of the O's. Trying to take game 2 here, putting together a late charge. Top 9, chasing 3-2. Cedric Mullins going to put one in play. It's some good base running there by Jordan Westbrook. Ball's in play to the right side. Get going. Game tied at 3. Next batter, Colton Cowser chops one to short, coming home with the throw. O'Neal Cruz. It's Ryan O'Hearn at the plate. So we stay tied at 3. Pirates would get out of the inning. Head to the bottom of the 10th now. Game tied at 4. Bases loaded, 1 away. Jared Triolo chops one to third. Ramon Urias coming home. Some sound fundamentals here. Put it on the instructional tape. Next batter, 2 away. Joey Bart swinging. Move ahead, bottom 11. We know you know, but still tied at 4. No outs. Ghost runner there on second. A gift and a curse. Cedric Mullins makes the diving grab. That was close to a walk-off. Next batter, O'Neal Cruz. That's going to get down. Henry Davis hauling from second. It's a walk-off. Pirates win it 5-4 in 11. Cruz's second career walk-off hit. Pirates 7-2. Their best 9-game start since 2018.
It's 3rd of the season. White Sox taking on the Royals, and we have a weird play in Kansas City. Bottom of the 7th. No score. MJ Melendez drills one deep to center field. Going back to the wall is Dominic Fletcher. It is off his glove and over the wall. Yeah, a 2-run home run. Royals go up 2-0, go on to win. The Reds and Brandon Nimmo had a career-high 68 RBI last season. Still searching for his first RBI of 2024. Pick us up in the top of the 4th, tied at 2. Nimmo lines it into the right field corner. Jeff McNeil scores. Omar Narvaez all the way around from first, 2-run double. Mets take a 4-2 lead. Nimmo's first 2 RBIs of the season in his 24th at bat. So we move ahead to the bottom of the 8th. Reds now down 5-4. First and third, nobody out. Ellie De La Cruz checks his swing, goes to the left side, and it gets through. Bubba Thompson scores. Reds tie it at 5. De La Cruz's 13th straight game with a hit dating back to last season. Next batter, Spencer Steer cranks it to left center and It's gone. That's a 3-run home run. Reds go on to win 9-6. Steer back to 2 of a 3-game series between the Cardinals and the Marlins. Marlins off to their worst start in franchise history, entering Saturday 0-8. Bottom of the fourth, no score. Jordan Walker grounds one fair down the third base line. Ivan Herrera scores. Nolan Gorman to third. Walker originally called out at second, but saved after a review. Cardinals up 1-0. Go on to win 3-1. Marlins, the PBS Sports MLB insider and former executive of the year, Jim Bowden. Jim, I just want to know, what's your reaction to Strider having damage to his UCL, which could very much lead to his second Tommy John surgery?
Obviously, this is a huge setback for the Atlanta Braves and Spencer Strider. Remember that Spencer Strider had Tommy John surgery when he was at Clemson University in 2019. So he's already had the one surgery. You hate to see him have to have a second one. Now, he's going to get a second opinion from Dr. Barry Meister this coming week to determine if he needs another Tommy John surgery or if they can maybe put a bracket in there instead. So decisions still have to be made. But let's talk about the ramifications. Number one, he's now expected to miss the entire season, regardless of how they're going to handle this ligament damage. Number two, it makes the Philadelphia Phillies that much closer to the Braves in the NL East and really opens the pennant race, because Strider was a difference maker really between the two teams. It also, in my opinion, puts the Dodgers ahead of the Braves now as the best team in the National League. Strider was the heavy favorites to win the Cy Young this year, according to Vegas. And so to lose a pitcher of that caliber, really tough to replace. Now, I have talked to the Braves within the last couple of hours. They tell me that he will be replaced either by Bryce Elder or A.J. Smith-Shawver. Both are right now pitching in AAA. They haven't decided which one yet, and they're going to inform that pitcher apparently tonight after their ball game. But he will be placed on the IL immediately and will be replaced on the roster on Sunday. So devastating news, of course, for the Atlanta Braves.
Jim, you said that decisions still have to be made on what's going to ultimately happen with his elbow, but what does it mean, or what does this make of maybe him in the future looking ahead as far as if he wants to be that elite pitcher? Does this kind of impact that looking forward?
Well, in this day and age, the medical field pretty confident, even on a second Tommy John, that they can bring the pitcher back. You know, we're watching Jacob deGrom of the Texas Rangers go through that right now as he's rehabbing on his second Tommy John. So at least the medical field feels a lot better about that than they did, say, 5 or 10 years ago. But there's always risk. Most pitchers are coming back from these surgeries. They're throwing just as hard, if not harder in some cases. So there is a chance he can come back and be elite. Because remember, the Braves had him signed long term, and they certainly are hoping this is not career in jeopardy type of injury.
You already talked a lot about what this might mean for making this a little bit of a close playing field for the Phillies and then also the Dodgers. But with him on the shelf, I mean, this means Atlanta, for the time being, will likely have to rely on Max Fried, Chris Sale, and Charlie Morton to kind of carry that load. But how much do you think the loss of Strider is going to impact their World Series hopes?
I mean, it's huge. I mean, it's huge for the regular season, Kiana, and it's even larger when you think about the postseason. That's your game one starter. That's the guy you want on the mound in game 7. So, yeah, it's devastating. Now, Max Fried is an ace on his own. He was the lead starting pitcher when they won their last World Series a few years ago. But remember, he only had 14 starts last year because of an injury. But they need him to be healthy. He's on his free agent year, by the way, so that's very important. And they need Chris Sale to be a comeback player of the year candidate. They acquired him in the offseason for Von Grissom. He's only a couple years removed from being one of the elite pitchers in baseball. And Charlie Morton, look, he's another year older, but he keeps throwing well. So if those 3 guys can pitch at their top potential, they should be okay with Reynaldo Lopez and either Smith-Shawver or Elder at the back of the rotation. But keep in mind, Alex Anthopoulos, their GM, has won Executive of the Year in both leagues for a reason. He knows how to make that addition. And don't be surprised if he continues to call the Marlins to try to land Jesus Luzardo in a trade, because that is a pitcher they would love to have in their rotation.
We'll definitely keep our eyes peeled on that. But meanwhile, Jim, this wasn't the only tough news around the majors for Saturday. As for what's going down in Cleveland, Shane Bieber is undergoing season-ending Tommy John surgery.
Anthony Rendon, over 21 to start the season. Longest hitless streak by an Angels player to start a season since '83. Bottom 6, nobody on, 2 outs. Little dribbler to third. Rendon hustling. Rafael Devers throws. Can't get him. first hit since July 3rd, 23, 277 days ago. Congrats, Anthony Rendon. Red Sox win 8-6.